What's going on, guys? Coming to you live from New Jersey. All right, so part of our training today, let's get that light out of the way. There we go. Yeah. It's like I just caused an eclipse. All right, so my big head just caused an eclipse there. All right, so what we're going to focus on today is, and probably for the next 3-4 months, of course, the biggest thing is the inventory. Now, everybody is doing like the Wild Wild West. They're throwing it out there. If it works, they're staying with it. If it doesn't work, they're trying something else. So nobody's consistent. So I've talked with a lot of the team leaders who have been successful, and I never even thought about this. So focus most of your lead generation. Now, it could be anything. It doesn't mean you have to change your lead sources, like your database, your expireds, your vendors, people that you know, blah, blah, blah. But what you should be focusing on is your listings and businesses around baby boomers and seniors, okay? These guys have no issues with inflation and taxes. These guys are at their golden stage, let's just say. So anybody over probably the age of 50, you should be looking at, they should be looking to downsize. These guys capitalized 10, 12 years ago. They had probably big houses. They're well off. A lot of them didn't have kids, so they don't have the heavy expenses. But going into their senior years, they're not worried about inflation. I mean, probably for the next 20 years, I mean, they most likely, a lot of them have their retirements already set up. And the top 10, 15% have probably about 5 to 10 sources of passive income that they don't have to do anything for, and they're still getting monthly payments on. And they're not worried about taxes either, because most of their stuff is paid off. So these are the people that you want to focus a lot of your marketing, your phone calls, your lead generation around. So what do you talk about? Well, the first thing you want to talk about is what they're doing. So right now, the average senior that has a good nest egg is probably co-signing for their children, or if they have grandchildren, they're preparing for college tuition for them. So they have money to burn where they can invest in their family's future, which is really good. Most likely, a lot of these guys don't have a mortgage, and if they do have a mortgage, it's very low. So there's equity in their property as well. Believe it or not, a lot of these seniors are cashing out. So it's not like, hey, we're going to sell our property and go into a rental. No. They're going into 55 and older communities. They're doing this. They're doing the research. They're seeing where they can get the best deals. Why do I want to take care of this 3,000 interior square foot home where I can just go into a, say, 1,200 square foot 55 and older community, pay an association fee, and I don't have to worry about anything, and I'm around people my own age instead of like 20s and 30-year-olds with their loud music and loud parties. And I don't have to mow the lawn, take care of the pool. It's all that, well, that's being taken care of for me. A lot of these seniors that are grandparents, they're spoiling their grandkids. They're looking at 503, I think it's called a 503B, where you get their college tuition, so tax rebate, stuff like that. So where do I find these seniors? Well, check your database. Check the people that you know. That's your first source. Your second lead sources should be financial advisors. Usually with people with this much equity and good portfolios, they have investors, or they have financial planners. A lot of them have CPAs. So these are two good categories to reach out. And you also might want to reach out to attorneys. So they like to set up trust for these guys. A trust is a big thing right now for seniors. There's a lot of deferring taxes and stuff like that. So ask your attorney and CPAs about trusts for seniors, because you want to lead with contribution. If you're contacting one of these seniors, and a lot of them don't know about trust, so this might be a good asset for them. With these people, I'm not saying as soon as you're going to call them, they're like, oh, yeah, thank God you called. We're going to throw our house on the market. We're going to go buy a place in Ann's Choice. No, sometimes it doesn't happen like that. But you also can't be pushy, but you got to lead with contribution. So you're going to be putting these people in either a 33 touch, a 12 by 12, or an 8 by 8. Now, you guys should already know what these are. 8 by 8s are for people that express interest in doing something within the next 30 to 60 days. So an 8 by 8 is 8 touches that you're going to hit them with to keep your name in their head, but also to do follow-up. You might have to give them a market analysis, do a closing cost sheet, go find properties in their area. So these are going to be 8 steps that's going to lead you to that listing. The 12 by 12 stands for 1 touch per month throughout the year. So these people might be saying, hey, Mike, I totally get it. Not good right now. We are thinking about moving in the next year. We want to see what the interest rates are going to be. We want to see what the value is. Okay, so instead of me hitting them, you know, 1 day for 8 days or 1 day for 8 weeks, I only need to hit them for 12, you know, 1 month for 12 months. But keep the stuff relevant. Don't copy and paste it. Focus on your client's needs, and that's what it should be. And do videos like this. So, you know, send that to them. Now, I know seniors, a lot of them don't have technology, but you'll be surprised. People would like to hear your voice instead of an email. What else do we have here? Focus on pain and pleasure. That's a huge thing. So if they're on the fence, find out if they are thinking of moving in the next year or two, but they want to hold it off. Well, why did you bring it up? If you sold your house in 6 months to a year from now, where would you go? Why is that important to you and your family? How is that going to better you? That's called pleasure. But then you're going to add pain. Well, this is what happens if you wait. The interest rates could go up. Your monthly payment's going to go up, which means is your sales price, the target property, is going to go down. You might have to give this up. Market might change. So, and this is what you want to use, pain and pleasure. It's not that you're trying to, hey, we got to get this guy to list his house. No, absolutely not. We want to make sure that they have all their information so they can make a decision whether, Mike, I get the information, still we're going to wait a year, or, oh, I didn't think about that. Come out and give me a price. Let's see what happens. Okay? It's always about leading with contribution. I guess that's it for now. Any questions, give me a call back. You guys are getting busy, which is good. So reach out. I know you guys' schedules are a little wacky here and there, and that's why I'm doing these videos. Talk to you later.